Look closely at your life. Look at your bank account, your relationships, your career, and your physical health. You are likely operating under the assumption that these things are solid, tangible realities that you must physically manipulate to change. You have been taught that if you want to change the reflection in the mirror, you must reach out and scrub the glass. You have been taught that effort equals result, and that the world is a chaotic, physical place that you must fight to conquer. This is the first lie, and it is the primary reason why 99% of the population remains stuck in a cycle of mediocrity, exhaustion, and confusion. What I am about to share with you in this video is not a motivational speech. It is a technical deconstruction of the physics of reality, as understood by the very few who actually run this world. We call them the elites, but they are simply those who have been given the instruction manual for the game you are playing blindly. They know that reality is not a physical object. They know that reality is a dual mirror. And until you understand the mechanics of this mirror, every action you take is creating the exact opposite of what you desire. You are about to learn why your positive thinking has failed you. You are about to learn why your hard work often leads to burnout rather than success. There is a specific, invisible mechanism, a delay in the feedback loop that traps you in your current reality. We will explore exactly how to bypass this delay later in this broadcast. But first, we must dismantle the illusion of separation. Most people live their lives in the effect. They believe that the external world is the cause, and their internal state is the result. If the world is kind, they are happy. If the world is cruel, they are sad. They are victims of the reflection. The mirror principle states the exact inverse. The world has no will of its own. It is a neutral, reactive void. It creates nothing. It only reflects. Imagine standing in front of a mirror. If you frown at the mirror, the reflection frowns back. You cannot force the reflection to smile by grabbing the sides of the mirror and shaking it. You cannot scrub the frown off the glass. This sounds like basic logic, yet this is exactly how you approach your life. You fight your debt. You struggle against your loneliness. You battle your weight. You are screaming at the glass, and the glass is dutifully reflecting your struggle back to you. The elites do not fight reality. They do not try to change the reflection. They understand that to change the world, they must manipulate the signal they are broadcasting to the world. This is not magic. This is physics. It is the observer effect in quantum mechanics applied to the macrocosm. When you observe reality, you collapse a wave function into a particle. You freeze energy into matter. The moment you look at your life and say, "I am broke," the mirror replies, "Yes, you are," and it hardens that reality into stone. But here is where the danger lies. And this is the trap that catches almost everyone who starts down this path. There is a second side to the mirror that you cannot see with your physical eyes. Reality consists of two distinct sides: the physical side, which is the reflection, and the metaphysical side, which is the image. Traditional education keeps you locked entirely on the physical side. You are taught to analyze data, look at statistics, and make decisions based on what you can see. However, what you can see is already dead. The physical world is the past. It is the residual trail of your past thoughts and vibrations. By focusing on your current circumstances, you are autopsying a dead body, and in doing so, you are reinfecting yourself with the same disease. This creates a closed feedback loop. You observe the problem. You feel bad about the problem. The mirror reflects the bad feeling and gives you more of the problem. This loop is the prison of the masses. It is self-perpetuating. Breaking this loop requires a level of cognitive discipline that is rarely taught in schools because it is dangerous to the status quo. If you could control the image, you would no longer be dependent on the system to provide the reflection. But how do we break a loop that feels so real? How do we ignore the debt when the bill collectors are calling? How do we ignore the sickness when the pain is real? The answer lies in a concept known as the dual mirror time lag. You see, unlike a bathroom mirror which reflects instantly, the mirror of reality has a viscosity. It is thick. It takes time for the image to travel through the ether and solidify into matter. This time lag is the reason you give up. You change your mindset for 3 days. You see no change in the mirror, and you assume the process isn't working. But the elites know something about this time lag that you do not. They know that the delay is not a denial, it is a processing period. And there is a specific way to navigate this dark period. A specific mental protocol you must run while waiting for the reflection to catch up. If you fail to run this protocol, the mirror will reset and you will fall back to zero. We are going to discuss the precise mechanics of this delay and the biological filter in your brain, the reticular activating system that actively hides opportunities from you based on your programming. You have been biologically wired to miss the exit doors in this prison. To understand how to rewire this filter, we must first understand the first law of the mirror. The mirror agrees with everything. It does not understand. No. If you focus on avoiding war, you are focusing on war, and the mirror reflects war. If you focus on getting out of debt, you are focusing on debt, and the mirror reflects debt. The mirror is a ruthless, non-judgmental machine. It does not care if you are a good person. It does not care if you deserve it. It only cares about the image you hold in front of it. And right now, your image is painted with the colors of desperation, want, and lack. In the next section, we will dissect the 3 laws of the dual mirror and explain how to switch your broadcast signal from wanting to having. Because, as long as you want, the mirror will give you the experience of wanting. It will keep the object of your desire just out of reach, forever reflecting your longing back to you. We must stop wanting and start being. But the transition between these 2 states is treacherous. It triggers a backlash from reality, known as excess potential. If you push too hard, reality pushes back. So, how do we navigate this without triggering the backlash? How do we slide through the mirror without shattering it? Let us move to part 2 and examine the mechanics. We established in part 1 that reality is a mirror, but it is not a passive reflector. It is a responsive mechanism that operates on a set of immutable laws. You cannot negotiate with these laws any more than you can negotiate with gravity. If you step off a ledge, you fall. It does not matter if you are a saint or a sinner. Gravity claims you equally. The mirror principle operates with the same cold, mathematical precision. To navigate this, we must dissect the 3 laws of the dual mirror. Understanding these laws is the difference between being the chess player and being the pawn.